Ada?
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Resident Evil 2 Leon B playthrough. Part 3, I believe this is. So, we are Leon S. Kennedy if we have been shot. And somehow we're walking around as if we weren't shot. It would have been nice if they gave him his, caution animation while he was shot. But then again, it would have been annoying because you wouldn't be able to run as fast. So, what you're going to want to do is come up here next. This is the area that Claire came through with Sherry. And this area, well, she didn't come through with Sherry, but, yeah. There are a couple of items up there. There are some bullets for the pistol. There's some, or actually there are like 3 herbs up there. And, yeah, that's about it. But what you're going to want to do when you go up there, if you were following my videos exactly, is pick up the valve handle, which I forgot to say in the last part. You'll definitely want to pick up the valve handle, especially if you don't want to go up there. Well, you would have wanted to pick it up before coming down here and seeing that cutscene with Ada, or else you'll have to go back up. But, too bad I didn't say that in the last video, so yeah. That's what you get for following my advice. Don't you people know by now I don't know what I'm doing? So this section right here is exactly the same as it was with Claire, except we don't get to blow up a gigantic alligator's face, or gigantic crocodile, I don't know which one it is. But, yeah, so just like with Claire, you're going to want to lower this bridge with the valve handle. Then once you cross it, you're going to want to raise it back up so you can cross it when you go upstairs. And once again, I think these are the exact same herb types that are here with Claire too. And there's also some bullets for your weapon. With Claire, there's grenade launcher bullets here, and with Leon, there are shotgun shells. Great shotgun shells. How I love them. So yeah, for the majority of this part, it's essentially going to be me doing the exact same thing that I did with Claire. Besides the little changes here and there with the boss battles, and that little section before we get to the main lab, which, I mean, the worst thing that we have to do there is push a box, so it's really not much different.
Ada!
Leon.
This bullet wound isn't making things any easier.
Quiet, Leon. I'll patch you up. That's 2 I owe you.
Don't mention it.
I just found out. John's dead.
What?
Never mind. Let's just get out of here. The sooner the better.
Man, I love that music. So, apparently John is dead. Poor Ada. How she must be so heartbroken about the loss of her loved one. Her past lover is now gone. Aw, poor Ada. So, as I said earlier, this section is exactly as it was with Claire. Once again, Eagle Metal is up here. Apparently something placed the items in the exact same places that they were when Claire picked them up, after Claire left this area. Who did it? I do not know. Maybe it was Mr. X. Yeah, it must have been Mr. X. Mr. X is just such a jerk. Don't you hate that guy? I know I hate that guy. Jeez, Ada, could you be any closer to me? I mean, I know you're attracted to me and all, but seriously, give me some space. Actually, I take that back. Do not give me any space, Ada. Come as close as you want. But, sorry for that. Anyway, having Ada through here, as opposed to having Sherry, is so much better. Ada actually helps you out here. If zombies try to grab you, for the most part, she will shoot the zombies off of you, unless she's being grabbed by a zombie at the same time somehow. I don't think I've ever seen her get bitten by any zombies. I'm sure it's possible though, but I'm not completely sure, of course, because I've never seen it. But as you can see, you do not have to wait for Ada as you did with Sherry. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but I did put up my single segment run of Resident Evil 2 Claire A. And this is where the run started getting, well, this is where the run started going downhill just because of Sherry's stupidity. My god, it was so bad. And the things that she did, I swear I've never seen her do that stuff before. Like, she was just running all over the place, attempting to dodge zombies while running toward them. It was just so weird. And for some reason, Ada turned around, probably trying to aim at one of the spiders or something. But yeah, Sherry, during that run that I did, oh my god, she pissed me off so much because I was trying to get a good time. I mean, I did the first half of the game really well, I think, anyway. I hardly I don't think I screwed up dodging any of the zombies or anything. And it was going really smoothly up until that point. And as soon as that happened, like right after that, I screwed up the William Birkin boss battle with Claire, which is like the easiest boss battle in the game. Just stand there and shoot him like 7 times with the grenade launcher. I think the flame rounds. And yeah, somehow I just got decimated in that section. Well, I didn't die or anything, but I did get damaged, which was stupid. But yeah, that's enough complaining about Sherry Birkin. So when you come down here, you're gonna want to hit the button. The cart will come toward you, or the train, or whatever this is, and yeah, you'll want to go in it. Oh my god, it's an arm. So in this section, we fight William Birkin's arm for a little bit. It's really easy. Do not run around this area because he will start sticking his arm through the ceilings in the other areas. Just stand through here and he'll keep popping up in this section like an idiot. I think it takes like 4 or 5 shots in order to put him down, and then Ada starts shooting wildly for some reason, and then he finally leaves. Then they look around very incredulously. I do not know why. Who's that? So yeah, that's the end of that battle with a hand or arm, I guess. I don't know what he was expecting, but yeah. Apparently the G virus doesn't amplify your intelligence. That's for sure. So what you want to do here is pick up the W box key, the same exact thing you did with Claire. And of course, just like with Claire, it will give you some goodies if you use it on the locker that it needs to be used on. So it's going to give you parts for a weapon. I will not tell you which weapon, because that will be spoiling the surprise. And I am not one for spoilers. So, this section, once again, exactly the same as it was with Claire, except, Jesus, Ada, my god. I mean, Leon is so loving that, isn't he? Seriously, she's just like pushing her breasts up against him, but, yeah, that's, I'm just going off track, sorry about that. So, just like with Claire, there's a special item down here. The item for Leon is some parts for one of his weapons, once again, just like the W box key will give you. But what is it for this, or what weapon are these parts for? Of course, they are for the shotgun. So I will advise you guys not to use the parts, or not to combine the parts until you've drained the shotgun's ammo count. And I'm not saying to drain all of your bullets. Just drain all of the bullets that are currently inside of the shotgun. So the shotgun has 5 shots. Use all 5 shots, and then combine it with the... What the hell is she moonwalking into me for? But, yeah, as I was saying, drain all 5 of your bullets, and then combine it with the parts. and we are back to back now. And it will refill your ammo. It will give you like 7 bullets, I think, 7 extra bullets. And apparently I like to dance. So, yeah, it'll give you guys more ammo, just in case you're low on ammo for some odd reason. Pretty sure you guys aren't if you're following my walkthrough, because I usually have so much ammo by the ends of these walkthroughs that I really don't see how you guys would have very much less than I do. So as you can see, this section is made a lot easier with Ada. When I do my single segment run of this, I will not be killing all the zombies. I doubt I'll get the submachine gun either. I might get the extra spaces for my inventory though, just because that's really useful to have. But yeah, that's going off track once again.
We finally arrived. There must be something hidden here.
Ah, I love this song so much. So, just like with Claire, once again, as I've said so many times in this video, this room contains a lot of ammo that you can pick up. It contains ammo for your shotgun and ammo for your magnum. It also contains the first aid spray. I meant to say a lot of items that you can pick up, not a lot of ammo. But, yeah, I always like coming to this room. It's always fun. Fun room to go into. So, since Claire used the elevator that had the train on it, we need to find some way to call it back up to us. So yeah, let's do that, while Ada does absolutely nothing. Probably surfing the internet, updating her Facebook status about how cute Leon is or something. So Leon, yeah, let's go. You know you're flattered by that, Leon. Do not pretend you aren't. So in this section we are going to need to pick up the C panel key, and I'm guessing C stands for control. And they couldn't fit it all, so they just abbreviated it. So yes, pick up the C panel key, and will you turn on the monitor? Yes, and oh my god, it is once again that guy in the trench coat. Why doesn't this guy leave us alone already? And apparently he does not like to be filmed. He would make a good celebrity, wouldn't he? So, just in case you're wondering, even if you do not click on the camera, Mr. X will still be here. And to be honest, it's more startling when you see him here without clicking on that. I do somewhat like that scene when he breaks the camera, but I don't know, to me it doesn't really make any sense. It's like, how do you even know that Leon is using the camera to look at you? I mean, I know he's stalking Leon and all, but does he just like break every camera he comes across? I don't know. I just like it better when you just like walk around the corner, he's just there. That would be a lot better. But I doubt that happened with many people in their playthroughs. I'm pretty sure almost everyone clicked on the camera. But yeah, my main gripe is I think the camera kind of ruins the scare. I mean, seeing him walk up and break the camera is just stupid. But, yeah, once again, more stupid complaining from me, nitpicking for no reason. But, yeah, so we use the panel key. Now the train is back up here. Mr. X is trapped wherever the hell he is. And, yeah, we activated this elevator again. You will want to take your magnum here. Don't bother with your shotgun, though. And a healing item.
Ada, can you hear me? Come on, snap out of it.
So apparently Ada's breasts are magnetic. And then she makes the locket float in between them. And yes, I can say pendant. I did say it at the end of the last video, but for some reason it sounded like I was saying pennant. Pendant. I don't know why it sounded like. I hope it doesn't sound like that this time around too. But anyway, let's investigate out here. And oh me, oh my, it is William Birkin again. And his face is where his nipple would be. I always like that his face is still on his body. It's kind of funny. This is another evolved form of William Birkin. He, once again, is really easy, but there is a little more to fighting him than there was with Claire, since with Claire you could just stand in one spot and just shoot him. With Leon you actually have to maneuver around a little bit, so I believe that he is about 10 shots with the Magnum, and of course you're going to want to use the Magnum for this battle. And also you'll want to take a health item. Just take one of them, because I doubt you'll be hit more than once. And the only reason I was hit there is because I got cocky, and I took more shots than I knew I should have. What you do essentially is just shoot him a few times, run away, shoot him like one more time, then run to the opposite side of the train. And he'll usually just jump back there, and you'll be able to repeat the same process again. So really, William Birkin is really stupid. He's an idiot. His G-Virus sucks. His evolution sucks. He's not a powerful enemy to defeat. It does evolve a lot, but it's stupid. I think Mr. X is far more formidable as an enemy.
Welcome back. Hey, take it easy. We're inside Umbrella's secret lab. I'll go find something to treat that wound, so just rest here in the meantime.
But I'll only slow you down with these injuries. Go. Save yourself.
Is it just me, or does everybody always ignore what I say? I told you, it's my job to look after you.
But you'll be in danger if you stay with me. I know I've only known you for a short period of time, but I really enjoy being with you. I know I'm not capable of caring about anyone, but I don't want to lose you.
We're leaving this place together. Wait here for me. I'll be right back.
So, looks like a relationship is blossoming here. I do hope it does not end in tragedy. So, since the elevator stopped, let's try to find a way to restart it and escape with Ada, our bride-to-be. So, does Ada actually love Leon, or is Leon a fool who's always being used by her? I think Ada actually does care about Leon. I mean, she goes out of her way to help him, especially in Resident Evil 4. If you play her campaign, which is really awesome, by the way. Yeah, you'll see that Ada will make her way to try to save Leon. Even though she kind of screws him a little bit, but yeah, I think Leon likes it. Ooh, double entendres. So, the elevator does not work, or it doesn't have any power, so let's try to find a way to power it. So once we go in here, there will be a box. You can put away some of your items. You may or may not want to put away your Magnum. Actually, I'd advise that you do put it away, because you do not need to use it right now. So, be sure to put the Magnum away. Put away any health items that you had left over that you may or may not have brought with you to fight William Birkin. And be sure to pick up the W box key also, because you will need it in order to get that item I was talking about earlier. So as you can see, right now I am masterfully, and I mean masterfully, pushing this box. I mean, I've never seen anyone push this box better than I have. It's just so, my gaming skills are just so amazing. But, yeah, you're going to want to push that box there, and push it near those other boxes, and then just leave it. we won't have to use it until later, but it's nice to get it out of the way right now. Because I always hate doing those stupid box pushing puzzles. So down here there are 2 lickers. You're going to want to use a shotgun against them because the shotgun can hit multiple lickers at the same time. And it's a lot easier to hit the lickers with the shotgun than it is to hit it with any other weapon, or hit them with any other weapons. So as you can see, I drained all of my ammo from my shotgun, and now I'm combining it with the parts. And as you can see, look, it's reloaded. So now we have a super shotgun. Bam! It does massive damage, but not really. It doesn't seem to be honest. I mean, the lickers seem to be the exact same amount of shots as they are with the normal shotgun, so I don't really know if this increases the damage capacity on the shotgun. I don't know, maybe you guys know the stats better than I do, but to be honest, I really don't see much of a difference. With the Magnum, I do see a difference with it, because if you use the normal Magnum against them now, they are more shots, but if you have the... Oh man, I just ruined the spoilers. Oh well. Once you get the parts from the W box, or opening the locker from the W box key, and combine it with the Magnum can take down the lickers in one shot again. As far as I remember anyway. I don't think I end up shooting any lickers with the Magnum, because I do not like to waste my bullets. So now that we powered the elevator, let's be sure once again to take the W box key so we can get the parts for the Magnum. I don't know why I was still holding the Magnum's clip, but yeah, you may or may not want to take an herb with you too, just in case you get damaged by a stray enemy. And yeah, let's be on our way. Let's go to the Umbrella secret base, or secret lab. So the section coming up is essentially exactly the same as Claire's. The only difference is the item that you're going to get. You're going to get a different kind of key, but besides that, it's essentially the same exact thing. It is a little faster because you don't have to make the vaccine. So, yeah, that makes it a bit easier for Leon. So, I did bring my submachine gun with me because I just want to use up the rest of the ammo. May as well put it to good use while we're here in this playthrough, because once I do my single segment, I'm not going to be using it. And man, look at that ass. That is a fine ass. So as you can see, the submachine gun really isn't that powerful. I mean, even these nude zombies take a good amount of shots with it. I suppose it is good for crowd control, like if there are a lot of zombies surrounding you, which I don't know why that would be the case, but if that did happen, I suppose it's kind of good. But then again, it really isn't, because you can just use the shotgun and blast like 5 guys at once. So, yeah. So once again, the first area you're going to want to run to is the east area, or the blue area, as I so eloquently call it, because it's nice and blue. Stop trying to go into that door, you can't get in there yet. So, we are going to have to go into this freezing room again and pick up the fuse. Or the, I forgot what it's called, the fuse case? Yeah, I think it's the fuse case. So, there once again is that same exact first aid spray that was there with Claire. And, yeah, there it is, the fuse case. So let's use it and create the fuse, the main fuse. So, I believe, well, I'm kind of leaning, well, as far as my next Resident Evil walkthrough goes, it's kind of between Resident Evil 3 and Resident Evil 0. But I don't know, I'm sort of leaning towards 0 for some reason. Actually, to be honest, I'm leaning towards 3. Yeah, screw 0. I'm gonna postpone that as long as I can, to be honest. I really like that game, but at the same time, I really don't. It's a really weird relationship I have with that title. But yeah, the next Resident Evil walkthrough that I will most likely do is Resident Evil 3. And then after that, I'll probably go to Resident Evil 4, doing a no damage professional run with a new Leon, so I won't have any of my weapons or anything. It'll be played from scratch, and yeah, that should be interesting to play through. Should be pretty informative for people also, but I really don't know what I'm going to talk about all that time. Well, there's a lot to talk about in Resident Evil 4, because it's a lot more dynamic than 5 was. Because in the 5 videos, I barely said anything, and I kind of regret that. I kind of wish I did say more in each video. I do admit to being somewhat lazy when making those, but I don't know, maybe I'll redo that series. It's not like I can't run through it again doing no damage. It really isn't hard. And I'm not saying like my gaming skills are superior to everyone else's and it's so easy for me. I'm just saying it's easy to do for anyone, to be honest. As long as you've played the game enough, you should be able to do it. I really don't. And if you have a competent partner, of course. Because I'd really like to see someone do that with the Sheva AI. Or the Chris AI. If someone does a no damage run with the Sheva or Chris AI, that person deserves a medal. Because as I said in those videos, I always played Resident Evil 5 with a partner. I always had someone to play it with. That person being my sister, because we always play these games co-op with one another. But I did have a chance to play it with the AI, and wow, was it bad. It was... like, I can see why a lot of people kind of hate Resident Evil 5, but if you have a partner, Resident Evil 5 I think is really awesome. It's one of my favorite games this generation, to be honest. I've put so many hours into that game, and I have, like, I bought the game, like, I don't even know how many times. Like, I have 2 versions of the Xbox 360 version of the game, just because one of the versions got scratched up by the 360 itself, which pissed me off so much. I don't know why, but every so often my 360 just scratches up discs. That one being the main culprit. I think it mostly scratches up the discs of the games that I play really often. Because the only other game that's sort of like that is Left 4 Dead 2, but it's not that bad. Even though I think I've played Left 4 Dead 2 more than Resident Evil 5. On the 360 anyway. But, yeah, the 360 just ruined my disc. So I had to buy a new version of Resident Evil 5. And then, like a month or 2 after I bought that version, I find out they're coming out with the Gold Edition. Kinda pissed me off a bit. But, yeah, I ended up getting the Gold Edition for my PS3. Because my sister got a PS3, and I got her that for her Christmas or her birthday or something like that. PS3 with Resident Evil 5, so we could play it together without split screen, which is nice. But yeah, them releasing that Gold Edition so close to when I rebought the game was so irritating to me. But yeah, as I was saying, the game's really easy to no damage. Besides the one mission where you're on the gun turret. I think it's chapter 2-3, which still, as far as I know, is impossible to do without taking damage. You always have to take damage in that stupid spot with that friggin' truck that rams your truck. And it doesn't even damage your character, it just damages the truck that you're on, so it really shouldn't count as damage. It's so stupid that it does. But, yeah. Enough of that. It's not like the game was made with no damage in mind, so I can't really complain about that. But I was thinking of doing a professional mode run of Desperate Escape and Lost in Nightmares, doing no damage again. Even though the first Desperate Escape video I have up is essentially no damage until we get to Wesker, I think. Oh, no, it's not. We do get damaged. But yeah, I think doing Desperate Escape will be a pain to do. You can't do it no damage because we've done it before, but I mean to do it for video anyway. But anyway, getting back to this video. There's nothing much for me to say. I just picked up the main key. I forgot what it's... Is it the main key or the... Oh, it's the P room key. We need that in order to unlock the door for the room that we pushed the box for, or the box toward anyway. So this liquor you do not have to deal with whatsoever. You do not ever come back down here with Leon, so don't even bother killing him. Well, unless you just want to use your ammo, because I'm sure you have a lot of ammo at this point. So yeah, if you want to kill him, be sure to do so. There are herbs everywhere here, so yeah, do what you like. I was also somewhat toying around with the idea of playing Resident Evil Gaiden. Not sure if a lot of you guys have played through the entirety of that game. The Game Boy version of, well, the Game Boy Color Resident Evil game. And it stars Barry Burton, even though it has Leon on the front cover. Really false advertising on Capcom's part. But not that I don't like Barry. I think he and Rebecca need their own game. If Barry and Rebecca had their own game, that would be so epic. I hate using the word epic. But yeah, it would be awesome if those two had their own game. So cool. I love those two characters together. They're just so weird, yet awesome. But anyway, this is essentially the end of this video. The next video will be the last part of Resident Evil 2 Leon B, so be sure to check it out.